What's going on, Archons? My Archons, my Archons. We're getting near the end. Tomorrow's the last day of the Dark Ember Tree. I gotta say, this year has been so much fun. Definitely starting to stream has really changed the dynamics of doing something like this, because every week I get to show off these decks and see what they can do on the stream. And last night, I gotta say, was such a fun stream. I really enjoyed it. I had so much laughs, some great conversation, and yeah, some great people stopping by. So it was a ton of fun. But let's get into, I think this might be the last AOA deck. Let's see what it is. So we got Craft Lockstand's Storm Stopper. And it is Logos, Shadows, and Sanctum. So we had, I think, the last CotA yesterday, and here is the last one that we got in the realm of AOA, I believe. Oh, that's a really cool Archon. Look at that. It's like a sentry with a blade. That's pretty badass. Okay, let's get into this one here. Alright, so first up we have, oh, my guy Archimedes. Actually, this is kind of wild. These are my three favorite houses in AOA. I like Logos, Shadows, and Sanctum. They're my faves, so let's see what this has in store. Double Archimedes, Binite Rupture, Hexbion, Labwork, Poke, Titan Librarian, Double Librarian, Brain Eater, Research Smoko, Chaos Portal, and now we move on to Sanctum with Obad, Bordon, Hallowed Shield, Cermeros, Double Cermeros, Smite, Take Hostages, the Grey Rider, Doorstep, Gorm of Ohm, alright. And then we're going to go into the good old Shadows here. Oh no, we got a Hadroth's Wall, yes! And an Opal Knight, alright. Furtive Investors, don't care for that. Oh, hate when you see two. Knuckles, Lamindra, Miasma, Nerve Blast, Swindle, Yahtzee, Oubliette, and lastly we have Skeleton Key. Well, that was an interesting Shadows house to say. So let's do the thing here. We're going to go with creatures first. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17 creatures. Pips, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 pips. Alright. So with that in mind, what can we do with this deck? There's the rest of the stats for you. What do I like here? So in the Shadows side of things, we got a double Furtive Investors, which is a card that for the life of me, I will never understand why it exists. It is stupid. I've rarely seen it do anything, and I don't care for it. None at all. But we do have some elusive things to throw in on the board, which is kind of nice. I do like the double Miasma. I've actually come to appreciate this card a lot more than I have in the past. I can't pinpoint why it is, but I think it's because we've seen a different side of Ember control lately, being key cost increase. You have it's less, taking Ember, and it's more just it's disappearing or it's being delayed. And so Miasma has that. Basically, you're buying yourself a turn to go into check and make them stop you. So it doesn't matter how much Ember they have with the Miasma. They could have 100 Ember, but you can literally stop the forge a key step and just pray they don't have a key cheat, basically. But I mean, that's what I like about it, is you can literally buy yourself that turn to go into check when it seems like I have no Ember control that can take off that amount of Ember. Miasma buys you that turn. So having 2 is great, because that can essentially be 2 turns, especially if you archive that or something to get it later. Swindle is fine in a pinch. It has its place. There's no doubt about it. Swindle does have its place in the game at certain times, so it's not the greatest, but it does its thing. And then of course, Nerve Blast is always nice. A little bit of stealing. We got some more stealing with the Yahtzee. Purging a creature with power 3 or lower. So many great targets for this card now that it's a really good one. And then of course the Skeleton Key. I like this. A friendly creature captures one with things like Axiom of Grisk out there. This is just a nice little insurance policy at times. So yeah, Knuckles is whatever. Same, Lamindra could probably put some work in for, I think it's going to be probably in this side of things. So now we're going to move on to Sanctum and look at this stuff here. So first, Opal Knight, destroy each creature with an even power. Well, nothing in Shadows is going to get got. Grey Rider will. Yeah, that pretty much takes out all of your Sanctum folks. The cool thing is, though, is I think, oh, actually that takes out like the whole deck pretty much. The one cool thing is, though, is I think Hexbion and the Archimedes, if everything's marked for destruction, the Archimedes side of things, what you have next to Archimedes will go back in. So that's one cool thing to keep in mind. I like the Hadros Wall. It gets +2 power. A little bit of artifact control. That's always great. Doorstep. That's scaling Ember control, which is so crucial in this game today, especially with Mass Mutation not having a ton of it. So this is going to be really huge. Basically, this plus the Miasmas. That's a really solid way to keep things going. Grey Rider is great. Nothing wrong with that, especially when you have take hostages, because sometimes you're maybe just playing into Sanctum and getting this card, so nothing's ready. And then you have Smite to go along with that, so that's 2 ways. I'm loving that. Surmero's just annoying, straight up. Surmero's is annoying, and you get to have 2 of those to annoy the crap out of your opponent. Hallowed Shields, whatever. This is just cards. Fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Borden's great. Some Ember control again, not the greatest, but still appreciative. And then a bot again capturing 3. I'm liking the Ember control for that side of things. Chaos War is cool. It's fine. With Research Smoko and having Hexbion together, that's really great for some archiving there. Brain Eater is really nice too. Actually, you know what I just realized? Is Hallowed Shield is going to be a tight combo with Brain Eater, and then maybe throwing your Grey Riders and Smites with that. So you have the potential to actually get a 3-card draw with that. 3 cards? No, 2 cards. But that's really nice, so I'm a fan of that. I really like the Titan Librarians. I think they are an excellent addition to any deck, especially when you get 2 of them. You can really craft some great turns. Yeah, Double Poke's fine. Labwork again, some more archiving. Binite Rupture. This one is going to be probably a discard most of the time, unfortunately. I was praying there was a Brig in here. That would have really been a cherry on top for this deck. But no, sadly, that is not the case, and it's fine. There will be moments it works, but probably most of the time will be a no for me. The Archimedes. Yeah, I like this one. I love Archie. It's one of my favorite art pieces in the entire game. If I could get a custom playmat made, this would be the one for me. So with Archie, I think the obvious targets are going to be in Sanctum. Just like even Opal Knight, having that as a you can call on that board wipe again is really good. Grey Rider is an obvious target. And of course, getting Obad back, being able to reap, get rid of that Ember, get your Obad taken out, and then pull it back is just going to be a really fantastic way to go. I wouldn't even mind having Titan Librarians or Brain Eater actually is a really good target as well. I'm really liking the Brain Eater idea the more I think about it, because then you can swing into a bunch of things, get that card draw, throw it in your archives, pull it back later, and rinse and repeat. So yeah, I'm liking that. I think this actually will be a solid deck. I've honestly been so blessed with the AOA decks. Nothing has been truly trash, and they all have been a lot of fun. I actually have one that I want to play immensely, which I'm really excited to put some more games with. And I think I may grab a starter pack. I mentioned this the other day, to open on Christmas Day and have a double AOA deck opening, because these are all starter packs and they were all gold. So hopefully that continues with that. So yeah, I've been enjoying this, and I think I want to do a Christmas Day opening. So stay tuned for that. And I hope you've been enjoying this. We're going to have a Key Thoughts coming up next, as well as the Help from Future Self episode, which normally drops on Thursday, will be dropping today. And it is honestly a great episode. Alex and I really enjoyed doing this one. And yeah, because tomorrow's Christmas Eve, we thought it might be more hectic, so we're going to drop it today. So thanks, everyone. And as always, may your ember never be stolen and your keys forged promptly. Have a good one.